at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, pick your game up. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try the left side. Young. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, Knight. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 54. Mike 54. You must be dreaming.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Charlie. 52, Mike 52. Let's go.
To throw again, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock the ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Lawrence throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jordan. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Here's Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, They want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Going left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Watch the run. Hatchet. Fine.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Off play action. Lawrence looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll run on first down. Young fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Second and 9 now. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 3rd down, Knight. Over the middle, complete. It's Young. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
80 weapons.
Now a give, right side. It's Young. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You got three. Three down. Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Check my 50. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up. Hey, let's go. Mike's 50. Hey, get away with it. Get it.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
We got three, fellas. We got three. 50's the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Now. Let's bring it. Mike, 50.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey!
Off the play fake. Knight. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go. Hey, we got
From the gun, Knight. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. I'm coming for you, son. No. Check, check. Lucky. Pilot, 64. Wait. Yo. Go. Ball. Check 31. On the ball. Ready.
This is Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Down. 70. Indy. X3. 218. Chop. Mike 35.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's go. Rush in. Coaching spell. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Snap.
They'll try and run with their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Operating from the gun. Knight. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line.
Mike 35. Hard. Check 9. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Come on, set. 30 base. Watch the twist. Go. Kill it, motion there. Switch. Hey. Get him, you got it. Undercrunch. Whip. Watch the whip. Let go.
On 2nd down, it's Young. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Back to throw. Knight. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Switch. Slam.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34.
I got you, boy.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
SOS. He's coming. Double up.
Get it ready.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Knight. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On 1st down, it's Taylor. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Rocket. Yes. Check 50.
They'll run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Lawrence. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Taylor. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 43-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Wild Bill. Watch twist. Check 37. Check 5.
Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 26. On the
They'll run on first down with Singletary. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, orbit. Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Watch Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check to 6-6. Pull it high.
Now. Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready, set. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, defense. Our time, it's our time. He's checking. Crash. 61, matchbox, lights. Let's go.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. Kill. Check 52. Come. Kill. Let's go.
They'll try the left side. Young. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Hey. Recon, 132 fighter. Go. 35 to Mike. Let's go deep, tighten up. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Knight. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Young, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
60 yards. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Bang! 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They'll keep it on the ground. Young, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Greystone, travel.
They'll run on first down. It's Young, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Knight. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Brother. 35's the mic.
Off play action. Knight. And he finds a man on a crossing route. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
35.
From the gun, Knight. That's going to be caught. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll be brought down at his his own 10-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Let's go, let's go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Danny, let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Here we go.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Set, 8, read. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He finds McCoy. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, high 7. 52, right 52. I'm coming for you, man. Ready?
From the gun, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Moss. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Let's go now. 90, Wolf. 15, check my Leo. Hey. Watch the pass. Check.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go, D. Man left.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Ready?
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 80 weapon. Check 3, check 3.
The give to Taylor. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Got it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Strong right. Hey. 4 down. Key 8. Right. 935. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Young. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
At the 35-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
You got 3 down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. You gonna get this board? You think you gonna get this? Pilot, 64, weak. You think you gonna get this? Hey, turn it up. Hey, watch it. Speed grip.
On third down, Young. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
First down, Jacksonville.
Ready. 30 base. 56. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. But he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Jacksonville,